Good morning, everybody. Hello, welcome back. We are here with the one and only Assassinathan. We are going to be doing the most exciting game. This is the Slurpathon exclusive. This is what you're all here for. I am quite aware that everybody is just incredibly hyped here for Thomas the Tank Engine and friends 8 or older. It's a very important category. Assassinathan,
Yeah,
are you 8 or older?
I am actually. I have my driver's license here if
Good.
I need to prove it, but I
Thank
am.
you. That's
Yeah,
it's very important
it
that
is.
we cover that
No, I know.
because we wouldn't allow you to do that otherwise.
Obviously, I'm not
Yeah.
qualified if I'm not 8 or
No.
older.
All right. So first things first, we did have a donation from Scala Kitty here. Thank you so very much for that lovely run. We had to pay the spicy tax, of course, with a donation of $30, which puts us above $1,000, which is fantastic. Thank you
Let's
so
go.
much. Yeah, and as well, the donation of that is going to be having Ren be the hero of Costume Quest, which is going to be the next run coming up. So
Oh,
thank you so
sick.
very much for that. Yeah. Other than that, please take it away. This is here, of course, our most exciting game of the marathon. Let's go, Thomas.
It's okay. There's a new manip this year. I got to reset the console.
Yo, new strats, okay?
Yeah, new strats. They are do nothing. Except we get to see Thomas just careen into the screen here, and that's very important. I feel like there he is.
There he
Okay.
is. There's Thomas.
Where's my dangle? There it is. Move that over there. So we are doing 8 or older, and I'm gonna go for world record, and then I'll give you story time because we couldn't add an incentive. And then since we never actually get to see the friends, I will do a race with like Percy or whatever.
You get to see the friends?
Yeah, we get to see some friends this time. So,
Nice.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck. Let's go.
So we got to do the sliding puzzle. As we all know, it's a puzzle and it slides. Now I've been considering working on new strats for this, so that I can hop over to the right side there and slide it a little bit quicker. Well done, that's great. But that would require practicing.
What's that?
I don't know. It's some mythical thing that apparently like good speedrunners do.
Huh? Weird.
And that's not me.
No,
I'm
not me either.
I'm only a world record holder, so I don't like put that much effort in. That is real, by the way. I'm tied still for the world record. I beat it once, but I wasn't recording it, so it doesn't count. Obviously. But we're working on it. And by working on it, I mean like the 15 minutes I practice a year. All right. Coming up next is the puzzle, and now this one's a little bit tougher. All right. You see, you got to grab the pieces, right, and then you got to put them where they belong. Now you might remember this from being a kid when you do puzzles. This is similar, but it's only if you're 8 or older. Now, my grandfather, he likes to do puzzles. I don't think he could handle this one. He's quite a bit older than 8, but like this is a pretty advanced puzzle. There's like 10 whole pieces here. I don't,
That's a lot of pieces.
yeah, and he handles like maybe like 2,000, but like 10, I don't know, man. I don't think he could handle it really. This is a terrible pattern, so we won't be getting world record. See, the thing about it is you got to go to the farm first, right? And then you got to go to the mill. And this made us go to the opposite end of the map. Which is stupid. It's a shame that I have to repair these tracks. Because, if I didn't, we could be doing well. But instead, here we are talking to Hans, the farmer, and Hans, the mill owner.
It's just inefficient.
It is. It really is, especially because the farm is right beside the station.
I need to write to my city planner about this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really a city. They're kind of out in the country, but,
My municipality.
All right, so I'm not reading the story this time, but we'll come back and we'll give you a story time, all right? Mr. Topham Hat, it's Sir Topham Hat, thank you, Phoenix. Please use the correct honorific. Because the man is he the mayor? I don't know what his deal is. I think he's the mayor of Train Town or whatever. And let's not forget that James fell off the rails somehow. Something happened. I think the his like his trailers were like, yo, you got to go faster. And James is easily peer pressured. And I think that's a lesson we can all take away is don't let cargo peer pressure you into going too fast that you fly off the rails. That's a good life lesson for anyone. And that's time. Guys, just come on. All right, so I'm gonna thank you. We're gonna race. Who's this? Percy. Let's race Percy. So there's a reason we cut these out because they literally always take the same amount of time. You got to spam this button and then you can hit this. Go. There's no way you can actually do this faster. So it's just cut out of the run, I guess.
Auto scrollers.
Yeah, pretty much. But you have to press this button quickly. Or you don't win. Also, who's just allowing 2 trains to race? That seems very dangerous. That's, that's really none of my business. I guess you got to talk to Sir Topham Hatt about that one. All right. Now it's story time. What do we got? We're gonna do. Normally, I'll read you the one where James gets peer pressured, but we're gonna go with the reading challenge. Ooh. Thomas, Percy, and the mail train.
Hey, Assassinathan?
Yeah.
You got this.
Thank you.
I know it's a challenge, but I believe in you.
It is. I am 8 or older, so I should be able to handle this, but...
You're gonna do it. I know.
Thomas, Percy, and the mail train.
Get cozy, everybody.
At night, when the other engines are tucked away in their sheds, you can hear a faraway call of an engine whistle. What train is that? And the clickety-clack sound of train wheels turning. This is the sound of the mail train. One train is pulled by Thomas and the other by Percy, as the loads are too heavy for one engine to do the work alone. Those are some big loads. Who pulls the mail train? Jeez. On a clear night, a big shiny moon brightens their journey. But often, Thomas and Percy can't even see the stars. They can't really look up, though, to be fair. What train is that? One night, Percy was waiting at the junction. The main line train was late. Look how upset he was, wow. Come on, Percy, said his driver. Let's make up for lost time. I assume that's what his driver sounds like. They were all British. Who is that? Percy puffed along as quickly as he could, but the sun was already rising as he finished his work. Never mind, thought Percy. It's nice to be up and about at the start of a new day when no one else is around. What train is that? Percy was not alone for long. Bother? Said, oh, sorry, this is Percy again. Bother, said Percy. It's that dizzy thing, Harold. Who is Harold? Good morning, whirred Harold. I always said railways were out of date. You're so slow with the mail. You should give everyone their stamps back post-haste. Percy was too tired to explain. Bird brain, he muttered. Good morning, Percy, called Duck. Who's Duck? You're up early. No, you're wrong, sighed Percy. Well, I don't think he is. Who are these engines? I'm back, tired and late. He rolled into the shed and fell asleep almost before his buffers touched the bar. His driver decided to set off early, that evening, Thomas was waiting at the station. Thomas looks very upset there. Who is this helicopter? Who's talking here? Oh, no one knows. I'm gonna assume it's Thomas. Thomas's voice is probably something like, "Driver says that the person in charge of the mail has complained to the top of my hat about the delay last night." Why was the mail late? "But that wasn't my fault," replied Percy. "Tonight we'll just..." Oh, this is Thomas. "Tonight we'll just have to be quicker than ever before," said Thomas. The engines were just leaving the station when they heard a familiar buzzing. Who makes a buzzing sound? What was his voice? I don't remember. It was something snooty. "I say, you two, there's news flying about." "Where?" puffed Percy. "All over the place. They're going to scrap the mail train and use me instead. Wings work wonders, you know." Why is Harold smiling? That night, everything ran like clockwork. It's early. Thomas and Percy steamed through the stations on time. What train is that? I don't know why I'd ask these questions. At a station, Thomas noticed a man looking cold and worried. He had missed his train home. Don't you hate it when that happens? "We can give you a ride." Oh, this is Thomas's driver. He's normal. "We can give you a ride," said Thomas's driver. "Hey," said the man. "Anything's better than sitting here." The next afternoon, Percy passed the airfield and saw Harold. "Hello, lazy wings. Are you too tired to fly today?" Why can't Harold fly today? That's a really good question. What's his problem? "The wind's too strong. I've been grounded," grumbled Harold. "You need rails," laughed Percy. That night, Sir Top Ham Hat showed the two engines a letter. It was from the man who had missed his train. "These are both splendid," said Sir Top Ham Hat. "Everyone says that the mail train is the pride of the line." Why is Percy a really useful engine? Great question. Deep question. Oh, that's it. That's the story. I guess we just end on that. We end on asking why he's a useful engine. So that's it. That's story time.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
I think from here, they really just want us to, use our imagination here and answer the question inside ourselves.
The question of why Percy's a really useful engine?
Yes.
That is deep.
It's very deep.
That's a tough one.
We're going to have to think about that one.
Yeah. Everyone, that's your homework tonight. Go home or stay at home and really consider why Percy's a really useful engine, because the answer might surprise you. I'm not a useful engine, I'll be honest. Why are any of us useful engines? Wow. Thank you again, Slurpathon, for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here.
At anytime, once a year. Anytime, once a year, I'll be here.
Beautiful. Anything else you've got before we'll be heading on to our next run?
Don't forget, it's for a good cause. Children's Hospital. It's important. Kids get sick sometimes, which is a load of garbage. So, help out if you can.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Well, we will be setting up for a costume quest next with Vanny Van, but we will be back shortly. So again, thank you for the run, and we shall be back soon.